Dre Parker. How y'all doing out there? All right, Valentine's Day is over and all that stuff. All right, now we're getting back to the root of ask and listen. People asking questions, and I got some answers for you. All right. Let me get the simple questions out of the way first, because we have some more complex questions that I really want to get into. All right. First of all, Dano asked, back in the day, Sega or Nintendo? What kind of question is that, man? I do this ask and listen thing so people can ask me questions so I can answer the questions you ask me. Back in the day, Sega or Nintendo? Of course, Nintendo. Sega. I couldn't. The only reason I like Sega now is because Nintendo bought them out and they took Sonic. They bought them out. They won. Nintendo won. There's no Sega game system. Nintendo beat them, and now Sonic works for Mario. All right, so you want to ask a question, Sega or Nintendo? Of course, Nintendo. The only game I liked from Sega was Sonic. The rest of them sucked. The games was about 15 minutes long if you played the whole game. If you got hit or you got hurt in one of the games, you got to start all the way from the beginning of the game, not a chapter. All right? So now you know who won, Sega or Nintendo. Go ahead with that, Dano. Nicole asks, do you believe in space aliens? And if so, would you leave the planet Earth to go with them? Okay, do I believe in space aliens? All right. I've always told you that I believe in you, Nicole. Stop feeling insecure about yourself. No, okay, all right. You're not a space alien. I don't know, because I'm neutral, right? I figure we on a big giant rock, and we lived for years with animals and us on the planet who's learned how to make technology and who's learned how to actually leave the planet and come back. So there's billions of solar systems or millions of solar systems. There's billions of planets. Of course it's possible that there's some other life. So it's possible, but we don't know. I can't say yes because I don't know for sure. I can't say no because of the same reason I don't know for sure. So I don't really like when people say, I know there ain't no other life on no other planets. No, you don't know. You don't know there is and you don't know there ain't. Shut up. The second part of the question, Nicole asks, would I leave the planet Earth to go with them? All right. Are you still trying to get me and Melissa to come to Germany? You get it? I'm still saying you're a space alien. You want us to leave and come to your planet. Now, as far as leaving the planet with them now, it depends. It depends. If they seem very civilized and they've left the planet with other people and came back with the people and the people are still the same, yeah, I might go, but I ain't gonna be the first one to go. I'm not gonna be the first one to go. And the only reason I wouldn't go with them if they, they had that To Serve Man book,
Don't get on that ship. The rest of the book, To Serve Man, it's a cookbook.
That's the only reason why I wouldn't go with them, because you said you can't trust humans, you might not be able to trust space aliens neither. Especially if they can tune into our TV stations and stuff, and they're watching what we think about them. They're really not too fond of us. You know what I'm saying? They can't be too fond of us to be talking about them. We talk about space aliens more than they talk about black people and Mexicans. So you got to kind of not really trust what's going on with the space alien thing. I don't know. And if they're just a little bit smarter than us, they can stop us from seeing them. Like our cameras can't pick them up. All they got to be is that much smarter than us. And they can be like right behind the moon. And our technology just can't pick them up. They've just been watching us all this time saying, these are some stupid sons of... We ain't going down there. All right. Passion Hodge, spelled P-A-S''I-O-N. Passion Hodge asks, what happened to grown folks biz? Where has innocence gone? How do we get it back? In other words, what happened to the days when grown folks' business was grown folks' business and kids kept out of it? And where's all the innocence gone? And how can we regain that back? I wrote a little song for you about it. The government corrupted, your mama done upped it, and youngins is all of your biz. We got a black president and people won't accept it. We gotta go back to beating our kids. Alright, another question. Somebody asked, does Lucky have a girlfriend? Okay, for those of you who don't know who Lucky is my cat. Does he have a girlfriend? Well, he used to, you know, like he had one girlfriend and she left. We got rid of her. She was an unfit girlfriend. You know, she got in heat and instead of doing what she was supposed to do with Lucky, she was walking on top of my turntables, you know, doing that little march of the wooden soldier thing that the cats do when they in heat, and she just had to go. The other one was just crazy as hell. You know, she came in, she rubbed on Lucky like this, you know, and she hit him on top of his head like 8 times, like. And Lucky looked at her and said, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Who would ask me if my cat had a girlfriend, huh? Who would ask me that question, huh? Huh? Silly rabbit. Okay, and the question that I saved for last was an anonymous question. And it's they want to know, how do they politely tell someone who gave them 5 boxes of jewelry in the last 2 years that they're not the one? You tell them after the first box of jewelry. Okay, you tell them after the second box of jewelry. All right. Tell them after the third box. I mean, when are you going to tell the person? Women always lead men the wrong way because they're impressed that the person is doing all this stuff. You know that the person is not the one the second you meet them. Girls are really good at that. Guys don't know. All guys know is that, yes, that's the size butt that I like. Oh, that's the kind of breasts I want. You know, that's all guys think from the start when they first see you. Girls, they seem to know something about you. Like, you know, something I like about this person that I can be around. So stop acting like you don't know when the person is not the person for you. You know right off the bat. Girls like my wife don't like these type of dudes. Yeah, so you know right off the bat when somebody is not the one. Here's 5 reasons how you know a person is not the one for you. 1, they married. 2, you married. 3, they got about 4 or 5 kids and you can't stand kids. 4, you got about 4 or 5 kids and they can't stand kids. 5, they in jail. This ends this week's episode of Ask and Listen. You know, get your questions in there. So just go to my website on Facebook.com or go to DreParker.com and ask your questions and tell me that it's for Ask and Listen. Don't just come ask me a stupid question. I don't know what the hell. And you go, Dre Parker, what's up with the price of gold? Let me know it's for Ask and Listen. I'm saying, I don't know what the hell you're asking me for.